Hey, this is Joel, and I thought I'd make a video of vehicles that I plan on owning in my lifetime. Some of them will be buy, sell, trade. Other ones I will definitely hold on to. The one you're looking at right now is one of the ones I'm definitely going to hold on to. That's actually the first vehicle I ever bought with my own money. It's a 1992 S10 Blazer. I also have a 93, but if you remember a while back, I made a video of my top 10 favorite pickup trucks. Well, I plan on making more videos like that. I think I had a comment on that about someone wanting me to do like my favorite high-end or exotic cars, but I don't really have a favorite with those because I'm not really into those too much. When it comes to the high end, I like simple vehicles that are pretty simple. That's what I like and prefer to drive around and whatnot. But without further ado, let's get started here. I'm going to start with General Motors, and then I'm going to go to Mopar, Nissan, Ford, and maybe a little bit of a surprise at the end for some people on here. But some vehicles I'd really like to own someday. The first one here is a K5 Blazer. Really want one of those. And the next one, a Chevy Suburban. Now, of course, the K5 and the Suburban, pretty similar vehicles. But for me, they gotta be between the years of 1973 and 1991. They have to be square bodies. It's square body or no body with me when it comes to trucks, pretty much, especially Chevys. Although I will take the older ones too, that are like from the 40s, 50s, 60s. But I mean, that's just kind of a given though. It would be really cool to have a Suburban with like blue interior or something, like a 1987 blue interior. That'd be sick. The next one on the list here is the Caprice Classic, the box Chevy. Really want one of those. They did not come with a standard transmission. They're only available with an automatic. So that's one of the vehicles, along with the K5 and the Suburban, that I will have to take an automatic. Now, both of the Blazers I have right now are both automatic because I couldn't find one that would stick. I really wanted a four-door, couldn't find a four-door that would stick, 5-speed, so. But the next one I buy will be stick. And this one here, a Geo Metro, really want one of those. Now, those are easy to find with a 5-speed transmission. Really want to get, the one specific that I want to get is basically pretty much that there. Buy either one, red or blue though, but 4-door hatch with a manual transmission with the 1-liter 3-cylinder engine. Especially if fuel prices decide to go up, that is the first vehicle I'm going to look to get, is that right there. Classic 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Really want one of those. I would like to have one like there, like in the photo, but I more so want to get like red and white with red interior so it matches my 1992 S10 Blazer. But it would be really cool to have one with blue interior too. But it has to be a 3 on the tree. Either that or a 4 on the column where your reverse is like, you keep it neutral, but your reverse is like under the dash and it's like a lever. That'd be pretty cool. Now Mopar, Jeep XJ. That is the absolute newest I would be willing to go with any vehicle, period. It is a 2001 Jeep XJ. Not sure what year was last year for the 5-speed with those, but I'm helping Matt Jackson find one right now, and it's proven to be quite the challenge. But I know that they're out there. But I really want one as well myself because they're built really solid. That 4-liter straight 6 is bulletproof. Dodge Ram Charger. Really want one of those, actually just like in that photo, honestly, but with a manual transmission. They did make them with manual out of the factory, which is really nice. Wish GM would have done that with the K5 Blazer, but they didn't, only for 1974, I do believe. So those are really rare. But the Ram Charger, available with the standard shift. Definitely findable. I found a few of them online, actually, if I had the money to buy them. My favorite Nissan, the WD-21 Nissan Pathfinder. I really want one of those. Pretty much just to have one, because I think that they're really cool. That's really about all I have to say about those. And on to Ford. This one here is a Ford Fiesta. Now, my grandpa actually had one of these when I was a kid, and I remember it in great detail. The only difference that I would make between the the one that I will have and the one that he had is that his had an automatic transmission, whereas I want a standard. So I'm going to go with the standard in one of those. And that would also actually be my second choice to a fuel sipper if fuel prices were to skyrocket for whatever reason. The Ford Bronco 2. Now I do like the full-size Bronco as well. I'd like to have one of those someday, but I kind of want the Bronco 2 a bit more. I kind of like it more because it's smaller than the original Bronco. I tend to like smaller vehicles more than big vehicles, but there are some big vehicles I do like. A few of them are on this list. But this is one of the small ones. It's like still like a little mini truck. The only thing is I would definitely lower one because they are very top heavy. Then the Ford Explorer, specifically the first generation. Me and my friends joke around about these and call them the Ford Exploder, but we say that about every generation of the Explorer. But they're actually built pretty solid. I haven't owned one myself. I do know a guy that had one. His was automatic though, but he got it for $1,000 and it was in really good shape. And I think it's a pretty nice looking vehicle. The only thing I have about it is with the steering wheel in them, they have like buttons and stuff on them, which I don't really care for the being things on the steering wheel other than the horn. But that's just one of my preferences. Now this one here, I was at First Glance in Akron, and I saw this in front of the skate park, so I took a photo of it, and it turns out like this one right here is exactly what I would get if I were to get an Explorer, is this right here. As you'll see in the next photo, it is a 4-speed with overdrive manual transmission. So it's kind of like a 5-speed, but it's not a 5-speed at the same time, if that makes any sense. So you got like 4 gears, but then you have overdrive that you can shift into. So the H pattern's the same as for a 5-speed, but it's not really a 5-speed. I think you know where I'm getting at here with that. Pretty much as a 5-speed, kind of. Now a Honda, the Civic Wagon, also known as the Wagovan. I really want one of those, simply because I think they're cool, and also they're available. They're pretty easy to find with a manual transmission, which I think is cool. It's also one of my favorite Hondas. Hondas are very solid and well built, and that one just so happens to be one of my favorites. As new as I'll be willing to go is early 90s, but that's with basically everything else as well too. But those are just, I think they're pretty cool.